Okay, give me a second. Let me make sure I have all my shit taken care of, because I do need to go view it on Twitch, and...
Ain't no way they let. There's no way they let Sableye steal it. That's crazy.
What, Ray?
Yes.
Dude, I stole Ray as a Trevenant the other day. I just united it, and I was like
Oh
all the
no,
way at
that's
the edge. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have even reached it, but I did.
Someone said the joy of showing my boyfriend Unite. He never properly got into Pokemon, and now seeing how happy he gets playing is so great. And I'm like, does he
Dude,
know?
does he know? Well, like, that's how I felt. It's like, I don't play Pokemon Unite at all. I just don't. So, then to be able to play... sorry, did I say Pokemon Unite? I meant Pokemon. Just playing Pokemon in general, I just don't do that. That's not really my game series. But playing Unite, it felt like I could actually enjoy Pokemon without being a main Pokemon fan. Because that's kind of hard to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, instead of just, catching Pokemon and grinding out stats that nobody really cares about, instead, now you get to play as the Pokemon and focus more on enjoying your skills rather than your mind reading abilities, I guess. No, it's a lot of fun. Well, why do you think I love playing Pokemon like Blaziken so much? Skill expression is just through the roof.
Yo, someone stole Ray while the game was lagging.
That's hilarious.
It was a Cinderace too. 5v1.
It needs you to block you. Block this? Hold on. Yeah, just block that. No more Ed. Okay. So, yeah, I see one person's already here. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It is me and the wonderful Leon, as usual. We're not... yeah, we're not yet torturing ourselves with Unite, but we might. For now, we are doing the too many tiers tier list, where it's like Smash Ultimate, where there's way too many tiers that we don't know what to do with. But we're doing it with Pokemon Unite, because as the roster gets bigger, so too does the tier list. And after looking at Spraggle's last tier list, I noticed that there is a shit ton of Pokemon in the B tier, and there's not really enough diversity in between those tiers. So here we are. We've actually gone to the liberty of already sorting our definitions of these Pokemons and what tier they would be in. Some of these are going to be controversial takes. Others is like, it's plain as day. You know,
like Darkrai.
Yeah, like Darkrai.
Or our favorite.
Yeah, but we're going to divide them up, and we're going to try to be as fair in our opinions as possible, even though I wish I could put Phalanx in S tier, because it really deserves to be. Yes, welcome, Josie. Alright, so let's start with our D tier. Or, well, actually, here, let's start with the B tier, and then we'll go down, and then we'll go up. How about that?
Yeah, I need to be able to see it first, unfortunately.
That's right. I forgot to share my screen with you.
Yeah, indeed. You're selling, bro. Come on.
I'm not selling shit. Where was I? Okay, listen, it was Thanksgiving weekend, and I had to attend this stuff. I didn't have any internet. Oh, I forgot to post the tier lists. Shit, I had tier lists I was supposed to post onto my YouTube channel, and I didn't do that.
Yeah, how about you do it? How about you do this one?
I'll post this one as well. But before I continue, let me go ahead and post those. It'll take me just a second.
Yo, do you think so who's gonna be the worst character in the game, bro?
It's either Sableye or Comfey. I hate Sableye so much. I fucking hate him. Every time he's in my game. See, the other problem, Josie, is I also didn't have internet whenever I went down initially, and then after that, I just forgot. I'm a very forgetful person. I probably
Yeah,
should
bro
have said
wanted.
something, but I.
Yeah, bro wanted to duo queue with me instead. I'm sorry. Sorry, Josie.
That's
It's my fault.
hey, listen, okay? I was absolutely exhausted. I got home for the first time where I had access to internet,
Okay.
and the first thing I want to do is just chill out, cuddle with my cat, and play some Unite, okay? It is the
Yeah.
dream.
Unfortunately, I have no pets, so I can't realize the dream.
No, I don't have any either because they're all at my mom's house, but my mom has 2 cats, and I'm just like, they're so adorable. One
I
of
used to
them,
have a dog, like when I was like in kindergarten.
oh, dogs are so
That was
good. I either want to
okay.
have a
Actually,
really big dog or I want to have a small one. And if I have a small
my
one, I'd
dad,
prefer a pug. I love
my
pugs.
dad actually had a few more pets. We had my dad used to own 3 doves.
Doves.
Uh, yeah, doves. They're named Angel, Sugar, and Snowball. And then he
That's
used to
cute.
own like he used to own like a he used to own a few he used to own some pigeons as well. Because so yeah, I've actually seen birds I've actually seen birds hatching because of that.
Aw, that sounds cute. What kind of doves were they?
I don't remember.
Yeah. They might have probably just been basic turtle doves, but you never
It
know.
was it was back when I was like it was like first, second grade. It was a while ago when he had those. And he also had pigeons as well. The pigeons were
Wait.
no, the
Hold on.
pigeons were loud, but they were good birds.
Oh, I'm sure. Hold on. What?
Like I remember one time I was like sleeping on the couch and I got woken up like really early because the birds started like flying in the inside their cage because like they had like a pretty big cage that my dad made himself and yeah, it was loud. He had to leave it inside. I don't remember why, but usually they were like in the backyard on a specific side, and then he'd just go over there, feed them, get them water, let them. He'd let a few of them out occasionally because he doesn't want to keep them in the cage the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
And
that's
then
understandable. Shit. I've only downloaded one of the 3 different tier lists I did.
unfortunate.
It's a quick download. It's like I just need to go over to them.
Now I wonder who's the best character in the game. I don't know who it is. Who is it, guys?
Who is the?
Who is it? Is it Blaziken?
I wish it was
No.
Blaziken. Blaziken would be like
I
the
do
hype,
not.
the most hype top tier character.
You remember when he was like arguably best all rounder in the game?
Cuddly attractive titans. Yeah, that's a good acronym for cats.
Dude, me trying to find
How about
people that
how about
also
this for cats? Confusing aggressive tyrants, because those fucks just claw the shit out of you.
yes.
Yes. All right. Now I've got the tier list downloaded. All right, let me.
Zacian is still the best. No, Zacian is not the best, although he's very, very good still.
Oh, I see. You're
He's still
helping me get through my chat. Thank you.
yeah, you're good.
All right. Here we go. So this is all 3. So this is. Oh, I should also do the bosses. We could either do bosses today, or on a different stream. This shit's still really good. He's high A, but he fell off a little bit. Metal Claw is just underrated.
He's still great though.
Yeah, they nerfed Sacred Sword, which is like fair.
I still prefer playing Sacred Sword though. Just the 2 stun it's just too good to pass up, you know?
Yeah. Alright, so I finally got the tier list posted. I also said Happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me.
Alright, now next time say Merry Christmas or else you're getting put in Unite and you have to go against Prime Mewtwo with a Blissey on
Dude,
it.
I still have to remember to even go down to my family in the first place.
I don't think I've lost with Ninetales yet. Yeah, Ninetales is good.
I've
That's
lost a
cool.
couple matches, but Ninetales is really good. I like what they did.
Now,
Granted,
tier is not bad. B tier is not bad.
Granted, I don't know if it needs defense buffs, but like I guess everything kind of needs some defensive buffs right now. Because we're sitting in this meta where there's just a shit ton of damage. Even the defenders feels like you could do something else. Like I don't want to be negative, but it really feels like when you play a defender, you could also just play a CC all arounder or something and just be better off. Like, why the fuck is Darkrai so CC heavy as a speedster? It's an assassin. It's not this team wipe. It shouldn't be, anyways. But it is, and it's like, that's frustrating. Hey, I wanted to play a tank. Where does all my tankiness go? Just deleted.
What tankiness?
Not fair. And then Gudra receiving the bare minimum. That's crazy. Alright. Anyways, now I'm ready to go. I don't give a fuck about this, Google. You shall shut the fuck up. I am deleting Ed from existence.
Yeah, it is showing up on 2 screens. Like, on the stream.
What?
Someone asked if Cerulege is the best.
I
Also,
don't think Cerulege is the best. I'm pretty sure Darkrai is going to be our top tier, but Cerulege is still really good. Like, people just stopped playing it, and like I haven't been playing it because I've been focusing a lot more on Trevenant, and I like playing Blaziken more. But Cerulege is a high skill Pokemon, and it's really
I haven't
good.
got the chance to play it because I'm on a new account.
Yeah, Leon forgot his account that he was originally playing on, so he's grinding on
like
it.
It's tied to someone else's Nintendo account that I don't have access to right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to. So I had to make a new account, but I'm already almost in Masters, even though this is like first season in a new account.
All right. Well, I say it's time to get a move on. So
you think you should save up for Leafeon? Leafeon is cheating.
Leafeon is cheating. Dude, that thing.
Also, if you do the Eevee Appeal-orama, you might be able to get it for free. But like, I don't know if you already got it for free. Like,
yeah, you get puzzle pieces and you can unlock one of the EVs. All right, so
yeah, that's why I didn't spend any money on Leafeon and Umbreon, because I'm like, you could just get those for free. Like, I might get Glaceon because Glaceon's easy.
Yeah, on my alt, I guess I had the trial hollowers, and so it gave me the stickers. For free.
It's. Can you see stream right now, Sia?
I can see stream. I have Restream pulled up on my phone.
Okay, because like, it's showing up like twice on the thing. Like it's like one big screen and then like a smaller screen that's like the same thing in like the right hand corner.
Are you sure that's not Discord?
Is that Discord? That probably is Discord.
Yeah. How is Comfy in D? What do you mean how is Comfy in D? Do you realize how useless this thing is?
Nah, Comfy's not like
so
Comfy this season, it's like there's not as much of a point.
Yeah, here's the thing. Think of it like a Smash tier list. Every character is viable, but some characters are way more viable than others. Like, yeah, you can play Comfy, but is that going to net you good results? Probably not.
If so, like Comfy's not bad by any means. Well, it's not like terrible.
So
it's like complete garbage. Like you never use ever.
Why is Mewtwo there?
Why is Mewtwo there?
It's Mewtwo X. That's why it's there. They nerfed it.
They nerfed it again.
Yeah.
they've been nerfing this thing like over and over and over.
The problem was, we'll get to all these choices in a second. I feel like I should have started the stream earlier, but I had to restart my computer because it was saying my GPU was incompatible, which it wasn't. Basically, all of these are like Pokemon where all the jobs that they do can be done better by somebody else. Buzzwole should be lower. See, let's just get started because we'll be able to talk about them. So let's just go over these, and we'll go over them one at a time. That way, everyone can kind of catch up. So Zeraora, how do you feel, Leon? This is your Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, this is my Pokemon. I tried it out this season after the bus. It felt nice. Didn't feel like I could just I can't just like
Yeah, you
win.
can.
I don't just walk up to people and win. I still have to worry about stun. I still have to worry about all the other stuff. But like I'm tankier. I get to take more 1v1s than I could before, which is nice. I think
You got
keeping it in
spark
that
buffs.
middle B tier is honestly fine. Just keep it where it is. Don't
Yeah.
move it.
Yeah. Now Gengar. So here's the thing with Gengar. It's like really good new stomper. However, you know, it can't just dive in whenever it wants. I do think it can pair well with Darkrai as well because it pairs like it's a lot of stun, and also something needs to be able to take out Darkrai. And this
It has a
thing,
good amount of pairings actually. Like when
yeah,
it like
and I think
one
it's
thing I've seen is like put it is like Venusaur because it puts a sludge bomb on them and then it can hex without even having to use sludge bomb,
um shit.
which
Oh,
is
I
really
I
nice.
didn't say create this tier list. That's why. Okay, I was wondering why I couldn't move anything. So, in my opinion, I in my opinion, I think it goes up into B plus just because it's CC, it's a delete button, and you're in this meta full of a bunch of squishies where like shit like Darkrai, like Blaziken, they all run around. Blaziken less so, but there's a lot of people who are on their own, and so you kind of get to take advantage of that because you get to punish them for jumping in, or you get to isolate somebody all the way in the back who's trying to hide from all that dive. Um, and then if they're playing frontline, well, you've got Hex and Sludge Bomb. And plus with full heal, you can do a quick combo. You can destroy their frontline. I think it's doing pretty well. It's not viable in every situation, but it's got a lot more use now with the buffs. Um, yeah, I think B plus is fair.
Attackers, yay! Our favorite Cinderace, yeah,
I think B minus, right?
B minus,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because it got defense buffs. Everybody's whining about the rapid fire scarf change, which like does not affect Cinderace at all. Like the only time it actually affects Cinderace is its earlier evos, and it doesn't affect it at all later. Because
It's yeah.
yeah,
Like the cooldown somewhat matters because again, that's its best build, and Pyro Ball sucks. But like
yeah,
the defense buffs are nice. Like we'll
yeah.
take
Defense
it.
buffs are nice. It allows it to kind of stay a little bit longer and maybe not die as quickly. Which like you can't be mad about living a little longer.
Yeah. Although
Grant
I do not think they needed
they
to
did
nerf
not need to
Blaziken.
nerf Blaze Kick. It's funny.
They just don't like. They don't like big. I mean, I understand that they're trying to be careful, but like that's not something you should be careful about, bro. It's Blaze Kick.
Yeah, no, it's fucking weird. Now
Whatever.
Espeon. So,
Why are we skipping Venusaur,
oh, I'm
bro?
sorry, my brain autopiloted. All right, here. Sorry, Venusaur, your go.
Venusaur. Okay. People are saying that. Okay, this thing is. People are putting this around the B, which I kind of agree with. It's very good. It does a bunch of damage, and it can also run the pedal dance build to be able to do a bit of front line and sometimes chase because it has the movement speed to do so.
And
If
it's
it's
basic
running pedal dance,
stun.
yeah, it loses because it's stun, unfortunately. But like focus band, not focus band. Full heal helps, but it's not enough sometimes.
It should just
If
allow us to
it gets
have two
going and it
items.
lands, able to not get stunned and it actually lands its moves, it can absolutely murder a lot of things, whether they're tanky or not. But if it doesn't get to use its moves, it dies. When it comes to Solar Beam, though, most of the time you don't have to worry about that because you're far in the back, unless
Yeah,
you're
and you
getting
just
dive.
delete whatever's in front of you.
I think it's like B plus.
B plus sounds fair. I'm willing to do that. All right,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
Espeon. I think Espeon sits right in B. I think it's fine where it's at because Espeon's like very good at stun. Stored power is so stupid. I hate it, really. Like, why is it a sure hit? And it makes it speed up and slows you down. Plus, it's, like, got that brief, like, oh, what's it called? Magic bounce or whatever? Where
Yeah.
it, like, just becomes briefly unstoppable whenever it gets hit with CC. I hate the EVs. But,
Yeah.
the problem is that Geo is still just super squishy. And
If it
regardless,
doesn't have stored power, it's really hard to get out.
yeah. And it's like Psy-shock does a lot of damage and stuns, but at the same time, it's got a pretty decent cooldown. So you can't just spam it. And so somebody can dive on you if you miss. And even though Future Sight got buffed and you picks up some sneaky KOs, I think it just doesn't synergize well. So even they could live while walking away. So I think B tier is fine. Inteleon.
Can't wait to see their shit talk in the comments. Hold on, I'm gonna check.
I think they've toned it down. They're hearing us out right now. They can
Okay.
keep shit talking all they want. I'm fine with that.
No, it's funny. Inteleon. Yeah, Inteleon feels weird. Because, like, it feels like it doesn't
I don't know.
do.
Well, the problem is you can just hit it anyways, and with all the dive, it's not doing well.
I mean, it still has everything that it used to have.
It can't move anyone, and it can't stun. Like
it can move around, do something.
Yeah, but like wherever it's going, something else can chase it. And
if it has a good enough front line, it can be like annoying as hell to deal with, though.
For sure, dude. Have you seen those double sniper comps? They're fucking annoying.
Nah, have you seen triple sniper, bro?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yes,
That's
the best 3 attackers. Let's go.
That's just a losing build.
You could run 4 snipers if you wanted to.
4 snipers. Yeah, that's decent.
If you count Mimic, you can run 5.
So this is gonna be controversial for one person in chat. Mew is B minus. It doesn't do enough damage.
It has everything. I maybe B. Like it has almost everything it has.
Well, the problem is if it never kills, what's the point?
Yeah, it does everything it needs except damage.
Like at the end of the day, it doesn't carry. I wish it carried better, but it doesn't. Like its Unite move is cool, but like it doesn't do that much damage anymore because they toned it back. Yep, see, I'm already getting the hate from you.
Yeah, she's saying you should do something now. I'm not gonna say that.
Well, I'll say it. You should kill yourself. No, just like get ejected. But I
like Mew though. Mew is cool.
Why was Mew nerfed? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know.
I don't know. They don't like things. That
I honestly think that its abilities should be stronger, while its basics stay weak. I don't like the amount of damage that comes from a sure hit basic.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but like, I mean, most of its other basics are weak, and it's balanced around the fact that it has to use its moves in order to get the basic with the super strong boosted attack. But
by the way, do we have to talk about this?
You have to talk about what?
This?
No.
Okay. Good. This one.
Yeah, put it there.
Yeah. A9's doing really well. I love the skin, by the way. Very pretty skin.
Yeah, I just
got stars and Aurora though. It's not A tier just because it's still squishy and because it's the meta we're in. But like, I don't
like how stationary. I don't like how weirdly.
Has there ever been a season where A9's been bad?
Like bad. I don't know.
Like, obviously, it doesn't always win, but like,
let's go defenders. I guess
the legendary should. Mew is a mythical, isn't it? Not a legendary.
Yeah, Mew's a mythical, but I understand what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, don't you worry, because there is other mythicals that are far from honest. Anyways. Hey, we're on to our tanks now. Snorlax. B or B plus. I think B. Sure. I think it stays.
Yeah. I mean, Yana allows Darkrai to cheat, but like
Wait, what do you mean grammar police?
What are you talking about?
Oh. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yep, you're good. Take your time. So Snorlax is like middle of the. That's not a grammar issue. That's a naming convention issue. That's just facts. It had nothing to do. Your grammar was fine. It was just the title that you used. Mew is mythical, but nah. See, Snorlax I think is fair. Mythicals are not legendaries, but they're very close, and I also wish they were. Darkrai as a legendary sounds hype. I hate.
No, it's not cool enough.
Dude, I hate how they did Darkrai in this game. It's so bad. Anyways,
Whatever.
yeah. Snorlax is good. I like the buff that they gave him. Flail is good if you're actually using it correctly instead of just being, oh, I'm gonna go dive in now. No, you can use this as a very heavy frontline pressure that prevents people from jumping in on your team, which is how it's supposed to be used. But people don't use it that way. Lapras, I feel like is either here or it's in B plus. I feel like B plus, just because.
After the buffs.
Yeah, Lapras gets its heals. It's a little tankier. Its Unite move is still really good.
It takes a while to level up to get all its levels and to be as strong as it needs to be. Unfortunately,
I feel like it still needs some tankiness, and damage wasn't the problem. Because the problem is that
the game just isn't fair.
The problem with everything in this game is that it's way too much damage and not enough tankiness. Because now all the roles kind of blend together, except for whether you're frontline or you're backline. That's the only thing that really seems to matter these days. That and whether or not you can heal. But all the tanks seem to like almost lose their sense of purpose whenever you can just play something like Blaziken or Ceruledge or Armor Rouge, and it's like, oh, I just do the same job. That's insulting. I'm probably one of the only few people that will have that opinion, but like you look at other games like League, and you can tell the difference there. It's like people die in seconds because, like, yeah, sure, they made a misplay. They're probably going to die, but they're not going to die instantly. It's really weird. Mamo's still B plus. Mamo stays high. In fact, I think I'm gonna order these. I think.
You're gonna order these?
Yep, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and those are fine. Yes, Zard is a early game noob pick. I think Charizard is still good. Problem with Zard is that they took all the teeth out of the build. So I think B tier's fine. It doesn't need to be plus or minus.
Give him his true damage back.
He needs his true damage. Now, Greedent.
I don't know.
Greedent is B minus, but he's better than he's ever been. Covet Belch is so strong, and the fact that like actually can do its job now.
Better than he's ever been isn't true. Release Greedent was disgusting.
You're right. I forgot about that. Zard is like the Kirby. Nah, I'd say if anything was closest to Kirby, I feel like it would be Pikachu. Brain dead levels of easy.
I press buttons.
I down aired you off ledge, and I have 5 more jumps left. You die. Pika is Mario. Pika is not Mario. No, I'd say the Mario of this game. Something a little technical. I actually think Venu would make a good Mario, but what? Why are we discussing this?
I don't know. You brought it up.
I did not bring it up. Josie brought it up. Okay.
Josie, I don't understand the thought process of seeing an electric rat and saying, "Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my Italian plumber."
Because Mario.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but
dude, game theory is off the hook with this one.
Anyways, we're
Slowbro.
Are we just Slowbro?
How do you feel?
I think it's high B.
Fair enough. I think right there.
Yeah, above Lapras, but damn.
Yeah. And now
That guy played
Mr.
this-
Mime. By the way, fun fact, we are about to have 23 all-arounders in this game, which will bump the Unite license count to 71. Guess what is a third of 71? 23.6 repeated. We have almost...
Why are you telling me this?
No, I'm not telling you this. I'm telling this for chat because it's important. Because that means we have almost a third of the entire Unite roster.
Being all-rounders.
Yeah. Which is so cruel. That's fucked.
Yeah, I can't wait for my favorite all-rounder, Cresselia, to get in the game.
Yeah. Anyways, Mr. Mime is B+. Right?
Yeah.
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 Lucario... I feel like if Charizard is here, Lucario stays here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Garchomp.
No, I think it goes right here though.
Garchomp, allow me to bleed, dude.
Garchomp is still really good. I've seen
Yeah,
Slowbros go
Garchomp
crazy.
is-
They do go crazy. The problem is also that Slowbros losing, oddly enough, because everything just kind of rips him apart. And even with his stun, when you've got things like Darkrai running around and punishing Slowbros, it's like, what?
Oh, wait, my speedster went invincible. For
Yeah,
5
you've
seconds.
got things like Glaceon, Darkrai, Leafeon, just anything that's able to just shred them. And plus, they, for some reason, have this unholy obsession with going Scald against special attackers.
He needs it.
I hate Slowbros that go Scald against special attack teams. It's like, why? It's like, no, you did not need to use Scald on the Mamoswine when they have A9, Glaceon, and like Darkrai on their team. It's like, excuse me? Azu. I like him. How do you feel? What do you think?
I think he's good.
I think he's good enough to go to B+. I'd say probably over Garchomp. He's got more mobility. Azu's been doing really well. Those defensive buffs were so good. Plus,
The ult buffs were nice too.
ult buffs were really nice. And then just
And
being
people-
able to do
People
this
keep
shit.
playing Whirlpool in my game. Stop it,
Hey,
please.
Whirlpool is doing alright.
It's not doing bad, but Aqua Tail is so good.
Definitely the least experienced here by us in good opinions. Any opinion isn't a valid, nor is a valid opinion. Like, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. There are some opinions that make no sense. But
Yeah.
for the most part, usually something has the merit of being said. Unless you've like never delved into the topic before, which there are a surprising amount of people that decide, hey, I'm going to speak on this despite knowing nothing about it. But that's a politic for another day. So Dragonite.
Okay.
Down here.
I don't know why they decided to nerf it.
Why? Dude,
Please leave him alone.
It's criminal.
Like, I don't know if it's because the Japan scene uses him a lot.
It might
I
be,
don't
actually. Because I know
'Cause,
there was a lot of high-level Dragonites.
Yeah, a lot of them are in Japan.
It's the most... Dragonite
What?
feels really mid
Oh.
because he used to be super good, and then they just kept taking... Like, he just got nerfed back to
nerfing him
back.
Over and over, like leave him
It's
alone.
like what they did with Slowbro, where Slowbro never stopped being good until they kept hitting him with nerfs, and it's like, well, fuck. And then Slowbro got buffed, and then they nerfed him right back down, and it's like,
I mean, granted, he did not need that buff.
I don't
He did
know.
not need that.
I like Surf being usable a lot more because a lot of people.
I know,
just
but
do Scald.
but the Scald buff was crazy.
Scald buff is insane.
Yeah.
It's minus 60% attack. Like shit. Yeah, it's okay. It counteracts Desi's Shadow Sneak, right? You gotta have the Desi counter.
Yeah, of course.
Buzzwole. So someone else said that Buzzwole.
Buzz.
Just give him a few small reworks. You'd think so, but See, the devs don't really do reworks. They've done a couple, but like for the most part, they don't like reworking Pokemon because it's easier just to nerf it. And then they like to go crazy with the nerfs too, so that you never know what was really the problem until after it's already bad.
Except for LD. Whenever they nerf LD, it's like a pity nerf. Like it barely does
And then
anything.
you're a little bit too broken, so we're just gonna take a little edge off of it.
Yeah.
Buzzwole,
We don't like you auto attacking, even though we gave it to you in the first place.
yeah,
And that's one of the few things that makes you interesting because you don't actually heal that much. So we're gonna take that away a bit, but not too much, you know.
yeah.
Every single
So
time they nerf it, it does almost nothing.
yeah.
But like, it doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion.
So now we're on the Buzzwole. And I'm gonna be real. I think Buzzwole is still really good.
I think he stays in B.
I think he goes B plus because people are playing him wrong.
I do think
Worse
people are playing
mobility,
him wrong.
range, cool. You say
I do think people are playing
worse
him wrong.
cooldown?
People play. Yeah, people.
His
like,
cooldowns
people
are not
play
bad.
wrong.
No, here's the thing
People
with
play
Buzzwole.
Wild
You're treating Buzzwole like this really good dive.
No, I don't. They are.
Superpower is 9 seconds. That's because it's designed to be reset by SmackDown. Like, if you're playing Lunge, yeah, it's going to be 9 seconds. If you're playing SmackDown,
Yeah, but they took the
full muscle
reset
engage-
away.
No, they didn't take it away. No, they brought it down. It doesn't completely reset the cooldown. It just lowers it. Which, like, it's kind of nice to have. It's like Gudra. Your cooldown isn't completely reset. It's brought down by, like, a second. Well, yeah, only Superpower Plus resets, which is, like, you know, what it needs. Problem is, Buzzwole is this frontliner. Buzzwole's not this dive that you use to go and just destroy teams. Either you're playing him as a frontliner.
He used to do that, and it was meanest.
Yeah. Well, like, either you frontline and then you wait for a dive to get in, you punish him with Superpower and Smackdown so that he can't get away, and then he dies. Or you're going to be frontlining and trying to act as a more tanky build for your team, and you're using Leech Life and shit to prevent them from taking all your damage. Because now Buzzwole wins any 1v1, and he's just really good on that front. But way too many people just go and dive in and just, like, completely lose all of their level lead because they're too busy trying to act like a speedster. And it's like, that's not Buzzwole's job.
It is really, really stupid.
It is really strong early game. It is so good.
Its early game is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, even when it was bad, its early game was easily the best part about it.
Yeah, I feel like with Buzzwole, especially at Raid Pit, it kind of falls off because Raid Pit's not really a very good area for it to be in because it's not, like, invincible. But, like, Superpower does so much damage and you get unstoppable with it, which, like, is really good when you've got stuff like Darkrai. Ninetales is solid for 1v1s. It is, actually. I trust you on that. Like, with Aurora Veil because it's such good buffs. I'd say it's B+. Actually, I'll put Azu above it. But, like, if Garchomp's up here, Buzzwole deserves to be up here because Garchomp mobility sucks. And it gets stunned a lot because it's usually running eject button anyways.
Yeah, it kind of needs to run eject buttons because its mobility isn't the greatest. But if it can get that, if it gets the Dragon Rush,
I think Buzzwole's about to be buffed. It could be. I don't think they'll buff it again because they did just buff it. I think the problem is just a skill issue. Really, people just need to play it differently.
One good thing about Garchomp though,
Didn't think OT Scissors alone.
If you're able to get in with Garchomp without using Dragon Rush, then you could just wait till someone uses a stun move and then Dragon Rush, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like doing that, like just sitting in bushes and then just auto attacking people until they decide.
Yeah,
to use
you bush camp,
and then you bush, and then at that point they're probably just dead. Like if you don't stun the Garchomp, you probably die.
Yeah. Okay, so water barrier.
Water barrier.
I think B tier is good for it.
Yo, Josie hates this.
Fuck you.
Yo,
it's only water bear. It's not dark bear.
yo. Actually, saying only water bears and fairies, like when it came out, do you remember Release Urshifu?
Dude, I hated Release Urshifu. It was so
Do you
annoying.
remember?
Oh my god. It
Dude,
just stayed and it dominated.
and then they nerfed Wicked Blow to the ground and then buffed Water Bear like way too much, and then that was broken. Right?
Yeah. No, with Urshifu, it really just I feel like it could be B plus, but I don't know. I think B is comfortable with for it.
It just,
It's got decent
not.
stun. It's got decent mobility. It's got cooldowns and defense and stuff. But
It's like they buffed it and then it was good, and then they nerfed it like right afterwards for again. I don't know why.
well, it's because
Just
like
leave it alone.
I think they should have increased the liquidation defense when they nerfed.
Yeah, but they don't want to buff liquidation. They only want to touch surging strikes for some reason.
Yeah, no, surging strikes was definitely a problem, but because surging strikes was so strong, liquidation was allowed to be bad. And now that they nerfed liquidation, or sorry, now that they nerfed surging strikes, liquidation needs to be better, but they didn't make it better.
What if liquidation also went down with the autos as well?
Oh, I think that might be a little broken.
That is kind of broken.
All right, so now we're on to phalanx. Now, guys, be easy
Dark
on
Bear's
him.
always been good. No, that is not true.
Dark
It
Bear
has
was
been consistently better, but it has not been always good. There was a point in time, like right after the release, they nerfed it to the ground and then buffed. They buffed.
that's right.
A bunch.
Yeah, I
And it
forgot
just-
about that. Well, like you played
just-
Water Fu, you did not play Dark Bear at all.
But like on release, it was the opposite. Like Water Bear was terrible, and Dark Bear was just like the stupidest thing in existence.
Yeah.
It was so. Release Earthship was one of the most unfair things I've ever seen. Like if you got ulted by it, you died. If you got hit by throat top, you died.
Yeah, wasn't there like a bug that was going on with it on release or with its ult for Dark Bear?
Yeah, because it was only supposed to be able to hit one person, but it could hit multiple
It could
people.
hit
with its ult.
multiple people with its ult. It was
Bro,
so
I hate it
weird.
when I see Urshifu players not know how to use their ult and they hit it to the side instead of hitting it up so that you can charge the Wicked Blow. Like, that's the whole point of the move.
Yeah. Well, on the phalanx.
I used to play this thing on my old account, so that's why I feel so strongly about it.
Yeah. So
I play both builds.
problem is I really want Phalanx to be good. I get good results with it, but that doesn't mean that it's a good Pokemon.
Ew.
They should have buffed his ult when they nerfed him because his ult was bad.
What if it's no? What if they make it like stun every like 5 hits or
Dude,
something?
no.
Something like that.
No, they just
Every
need
5 hits.
honestly more shield, please. Also a little more damage. But what do you think? I feel like it's
Yeah.
I feel like it's got uses.
Yeah, but like
yeah, his moveset's
it's
better
got
than his
use.
ult. It's like what they did with Metagross, where his entire moveset is just really
Just keep
good,
it
but his
B.
ult sucks.
I think just keep it B
Yeah.
or like
Yeah, at
keep
the
it
at the
B
bottom
or-
of B or
yeah.
yeah.
And
Well,
then
that's our entire B
we're
tier.
done with B tier. Okay, do we go up or down?
We go down first because I want to touch this last. Because they're like the kings.
Okay.
So, as you can see, these are the less favorable picks. Destiny's picked a lot. Sucks. Because everyone plays Razor Leaf.
I don't.
When I mean everyone, I mean every player that considers himself a Destiny main.
Except for the good ones who play like competitive.
Yeah, well, you actually don't really
Okay.
see very many Destinies in competitive.
Let's talk about how do you feel about Absol right now?
I think Absol can do well. I think his main
Yeah.
problem is just luck, but he sometimes acts as a delete button. Especially,
Yeah, Pursuit is an inherently stupid move. Like it's an insane mobility. It's just that like if you don't get the back hit, you're probably just dead, which is unfortunate. But if you do get the back hit, they're dead. They just die.
yeah.
It's just
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Spirit Shackle is very neat. It's a
it-
very good move. You can achieve very good results with Desi. Problem with Desi is that it's super squishy, especially with low mobility in this really dive heavy meta. Like you gotta think about it. You've got this thing running around and like this, and this can kill it too, and it's also an attacker.
Oh, Dragapult is bad. Yeah, they nerfed it again.
Pult is bad.
nerfed it.
Yeah, Pult is bad. Pult got nerfed.
Pult got nerfed again.
They decided to take him to the vet and neutered him.
Yeah,
They took
they
away.
said
CPS came by and took his kids.
they looked at a B tier and said it's too good.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Scyther is, I feel like it's C. And then this is C minus.
Yeah, Scythers.
I
Scyther is
really wish that we could just like embrace more of what Scissor was supposed to be good for. They buffed him and then they nerfed him right back, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They don't want these things to be good. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, Scissor has moments, but the problem is you really need the stars to align to get good results. You need like
Oh, my friend is crazy with Scissor.
you need
You know
like
who else is crazy with Scissor? Me. I'm crazy with Scissor. I'm still putting it here.
yeah. Well, you need like low CC. You need a lot of squishies that don't do too much damage. You know, something that has low mobility. And you basically need to be able to constantly hit those bullet punches. And it's like there's a lot that you have to expect.
Can't
And
you
it's
do
it's a good counter pick, but it's a very niche counter pick. And then
it can do well.
And then Scyther is still a good speedster, but it's like Absol where it only has a couple of good moments, and also it gets dumpstered by CC.
I think it's worse than Absol though.
It is worse than Absol, which is why it's sitting in C tier, and Absol is C+.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, the main
Oh,
intent... The main intent of this is we looked at Spraggle's tier list, and we're like, huh, there's a shit ton of Pokemon in the B tier. And like everything,
and C tier as well.
yeah, and it's like everything was clumped together, and we're like, well, let's just spread them out, because I feel like if you spread them out, you're able to more diversify, like what exactly is struggling and what feels better, rather than oh, they're all in B tier, but some of them are clearly better than others. Oh, the characters, the only ones I haven't seen are Clef, Hoopa, Aegislash, Mewtwo, and Gudra. Are you talking about in ranked or? So I've seen a couple Gudras.
Oh yeah, because they buffed it. They gave it the mini buff.
They gave it a 0.5 second cooldown reduction, which is
They
so
give it the pity buff. They give it the pity buff.
Like,
it's like
isn't that literally all they did?
It's like the cool. It's like the cooldown. I'm pretty sure it was sad. Like it's like when you. It's like those people. Like, would you rather?
It's like what they did with Machamp a couple patches ago, where they like gave him a tiny little defense buff that didn't do shit.
Oh, I hated that.
Dude, it's like, we know you've been begging for a buff. Here you go. What do you mean this isn't enough? We don't know what you're talking about. It's like,
anyways, here's our Pika buff.
Yeah, and then they buffed everything about Pika. I hate Pikachu so much.
Meanwhile, I see Gengar everywhere. Yeah, I see Gengar everywhere too.
I
Mostly
don't
because
actually see a lot of Gengar, surprisingly.
No, it's only because I see a lot of Gengar bots.
Fair enough.
Okay,
so Shandy.
Shandy's gross. Poor Shandy. I feel so bad for it.
Yeah, I feel like he's still really good. He's got his uses. Imprison is
he's still kind of...
Imprison is really good.
But like,
especially
he just gets rushed down and dies.
Yeah, it's just the dies. But like, other than that, like his moveset is really synergetic because he's able to just put down all these little areas where people just can't walk, and kind of take somebody out of the fight for a second, which can be pretty invaluable. I remember for a while there was this little team trio that you could do, where you did Umbreon, Clef, and Chandelure. And it was the you don't get to play the game team. where Clef plays Gravity, Umbreon plays Mean Look, and he plays Imprisoned. And you didn't get to do shit.
They don't
Slowed,
move.
stuck in a circle, can't use your moves. Like, what do
Shake
you
my
do?
head.
Yeah, literally. Like, just, it countered a lot of shit, but, like, now you can't run that anymore. Like, you can, but it's not as effective.
Yeah, Clef isn't as good. Oh, remember when like Clef was like arguably best supporter? That was a crazy time.
Dude, Clef was super good, and then he just took
Clef was
out...
doing like 150k per game, like consistently.
Yeah, but,
And
like...
even after that nerf, I still had a lot of success with it because
Yeah,
like you
you still
literally
get a
just
lot
walk
of
around.
heals. The problem is that, like, Clef isn't as bulky as stuff like Blissey is.
And Blissey still gets a lot of heals. Not as much heals as Clef, because
Yeah.
Clef literally you're only playing it for the heals, and I guess gravity too.
Yeah, I feel like if
And
Clef
it's
got more
so
self-heal, it would be cooler.
Mm.
Or, like, if it had a higher HP regen factor. Like, I feel like if they did that, like, something so subtle and underneath, it
I
would...
think Josie wants to go play Unite.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. They're probably still listening to stream.
Okay.
Well, so Dragapult stays in C. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, it's not like C minus,
Yeah.
but damn, poor dude, he does not deserve it. Poor
So,
Cram. Poor Cram.
nah, fuck this thing.
Leave Cram alone.
Nah, it's ugly. I hate Cram. This thing
Dude,
got
it
in
did
before
not-
Empoleon.
It did not need the nerf though. We
It
can
didn't
agree
need to
on
be
that.
added to the game, and yet they did.
Leave it alone.
No. No, I'm mad
It
that
was
this
excited.
ugly duckling
It-
got in before Empoleon.
Bro, it got the it got the roll. It was excited. It came in and it just got nerfed over and over. And every single time it's good, they nerf it immediately afterwards,
Yeah, rightfully so.
regardless of how good it is.
They give Cram mains like brief hope, and then they just rip it right away. Anyways, I think it's either C or C plus. What do you think? Unite move is still impactful, but now you can jump on it again. So I think
it's
C. Now
I think
Desi
C is
is
fine.
definitely C plus.
Oh yeah, Desi is C plus. That thing is not bad by any means. It's just
I mean, it is, but like it also gets really good results.
and like damn. Oh yeah, and I play this thing still, and I still like playing it.
Like
But
problem. See, the problem is when you can
it's
play a
just
defender
eyes.
and lose. Like Desi should be destroying you, but it doesn't.
It's really good at just seeing, oh, someone's out of position, die.
Yeah, and the only
They
way
die.
it destroys a defender is by playing the bad build, which means that it loses to everything else.
No, I don't think it doesn't have to destroy defenders, but like it'd
Well,
be
that's
nice
kind
if
of
it
its
did.
job, is to do really high damage to that front line.
Yeah, it's just like do any damage to anything you see getting in front line.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I think honestly, Buffett's like normal basic attacks without Razor Leaf as well. I think those are really underwhelming. They don't really do much. Like,
I mean, it's got some pretty good basics.
yeah, it's got some pretty good basics, but like they run out so easily, especially in early game. It's so sad. It makes it clear, like it's clear is not bad by any means. It makes it worse than it really should be for an auto attacker.
So Ho-Oh stays in C plus, right? It's got Team Wide Revive.
Yeah, I mean that alone is putting it in C plus. But poor dude got nerfed.
Yeah, no, they took all the teeth out of his build, and it's like
They stuffed him and served him for Thanksgiving. Poor dude.
damn, this turkey's got some kick to it.
Why is
it so spicy? Yeah.
Is that a rainbow? Is this a gay Thanksgiving bird?
Gay Thanksgiving bird. Oh shit! What did I do?
Anyways, I think it's Hoopa now.
Okay, thank God. I thought I accidentally just reset all of it. I'm like, oh no, I don't remember where we put everything.
Well, it reset.
No, it's back to where it was.
Okay, thank God.
Hoopa.
Hoopo. I think it still got uses, but like, because hyperspace hole is stupid. Like it'll always
Yeah,
be
the
like,
problem is they just took out all of the fucking healing.
yeah. Clef,
Like,
I think stays where they are. I think Clef
yeah,
stays where they are.
if they didn't take away all the healing, these characters would still be good. The problem is that like you were taking away the only thing that supporters really have, and their literal job, and now they're not good, and you wonder
No,
why.
well, it's not. It's not their job. We'll get to Psyduck later. We'll get to Psyduck later. Okay.
Psyduck is doing a completely different job. He has a completely different role.
No, it's a supporter. You see that? It's yellow.
It's yellow,
Supporter.
just like Ho-Oh is green.
Exactly. Just like Owo is green and Greeded is green and Darkrai is blue.
Dude, I feel like if they made Darkrai Defender, it would be a completely different conversation.
Armor Rouge is red.
Anyways, it's Aegis Slash C minus. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I think ass.
Dude, I miss back when I first started playing Unite and I started experimenting with the all-arounder role. I'm pretty sure the first all-arounder I ever touched was Aegis Slash.
No, H-Slash is when H-Slash is good. He is genuinely one of the most
He's
fun
the
characters.
most fun character to play. He is so much fun. And
You
then
have no cooldown. It is so fun. It's cheating.
yeah, but now he doesn't. He just doesn't live long enough. He doesn't do enough damage.
His
It's
ult
crazy.
is weird. His ult is like weirdly bad.
Yeah, it's like it's an execute, but it doesn't do enough damage initially. It's like somehow it's a worse Electro Ball. Excuse me? That's his ult. And it's like, yeah, it really is just a secure
Does
for
T-Tar stay? I think T-Tar stays.
yeah, I feel like C-Tart almost could go C+. What do you think?
I think he's. I think he's where he is.
Yeah. T-Tar, they took all the teeth out of his shit, too. I liked him being good because it meant that he could play the
Now
game.
let's get to this D tier. Let's get to this garbage.
Yep,
Bottom of the barrel.
bottom of the
Hot
barrel.
Duraludon. Oh, I love this thing, but damn, what did they do to you?
Yeah, where do you think he
I-
belongs? You play him more than I do.
Yeah, I do play more. It's rough right now because like he gets dived on really easily.
Yeah, and
he can
his
still
good
do
build
stuff.
requires him to sit in place.
Yeah, that's why I like to play Dragon Pokes more. But dude,
Dragon
when
Ball
he
is
was
so
good,
good.
those like you remember those few seasons where they actually let this thing be good.
Do you remember back on release when it would trigger the enemy Dragon Pulses as well?
Oh, that was cheating.
Yeah, it was broken.
No, but like when they actually allowed this thing to be good, those few seasons, and I was playing it. You remember? I was just like playing.
Oh,
Dragon
and I would
Pulse.
play Mr. Mime.
Yeah, and then I'd occasionally go. I just switch between going Dragon Tail and Stealth Rock depending on how much dive they had. If they didn't have much
Yeah.
dive, if it was a really tanky
Yeah,
team.
no,
I'd go.
I just kept buffing you and making you strong, and you would delete the entire team.
It was not even fair. But at the same time, there were definitely things better than it at the time. I don't think it was really a good target to nerf. They just didn't want it to be an auto attacker for some reason, I guess.
That's because there was quite a few of them.
Yeah, they could just like. I know it could rip ridiculously fast, but like.
So, what's your official
Let it
verdict
do it.
then?
I think they should just let it do its job.
What's
They didn't
what's
want
the
it to.
verdict?
I think it stays where it is.
Yeah. Now on
No.
to my Pokemon. Goodra is D+, but that's as good as it's ever going to get. It's like,
Yeah.
it's so
I played it a good
miserable. They knew it was bad and gave it the slightest touch. And it's like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, you know it's bad, but you give it a 0.5 cooldown reduction on each move for its second move. And it's like, excuse me? Like, no, you didn't want to fix its gooey ability being forced to cancel itself anytime you defend yourself. You didn't want to fix that it was slow. Like, they said the reason was because it has no mobility, so they made those abilities faster. But, like, that's not enough, really. And so, it didn't really change it at all. It's like you didn't give it any more speed, which I feel like would have been cool to see. Like just watching a giant Gudra just chase you down. I feel like that'd be funny. And like I think the worst part of it all is that so many Pokemon get to trigger off a farm. Like Greninja Surf triggers off a farm. Um, Shadow Claw healing triggers off a farm. Like there are so many different Pokemon that get their abilities procced off farm. And then there's Gudra, who doesn't. Why the fuck does Dragon Pulse and Muddy Water not trigger off a farm? Who thought that was okay? Because now, if you're not directly hitting enemies, you are just not healing at all. And if you're not hitting enemies with your Muddy Water, you're also not getting defense stacks. Which, like, it would be nice to go into a battle and have my defense stacks already set up so that I can go in and actually tank longer. Because that's kind of the entire point. It's not fun to instantly get deleted the moment I hit the field because I played Muddy Water and I have to hit them first. Like, really?
Yeah, like, like a good example for how good it is to be able to like apply your effects on farm. Uh, I was playing yesterday when I played Garchomp. I think I was solo queuing. It was
Yeah, and you
after.
build up your basics. You build up your basics
No, it
on.
wasn't even that. Yeah, it's not even that. But right, I was like low health. Like I was getting chased by someone. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember what character it was.
But
While I was getting
you
chased by someone,
restored your
and then
health.
I saw middle birds, and I'm like, I'm about to cheese the hell out of this dude. I waited in bush for him to go near the bush because he's stupid, and I dragon rushed him into the birds. I auto attacked the birds, healed off of them while hitting him. He died. Didn't stand a chance. Almost full health.
Yeah, it's
Just off
like
of that.
when there's so many other Pokemon who can do that, why can't Gudra? Like, legitimately.
I think if you made that and then also made it heal when it's fighting in grass,
Yeah, like,
and then
that's what I was talking about with the GUI. Why does it have to cancel when you use an ability?
I think buff its autos like slightly, and then like you can just change those three things, and honestly, it'd be fine then.
I like the gimmick of being able to sit in the grass and force people to fight inside of my bush. Like, that should be a thing I can do. But you just can't.
I
And
also think that you should maybe be able to choose when it goes off in a bush, but like only
I
if
feel
you're in a
like if
bush.
you're at full health, it shouldn't go off. But it's gonna do it no
Yeah.
matter what. And see that's like the minimum of my worries. It's more the fact that I just straight up don't heal at all if I use an attack. Yeah, that's my gripes. So Psy-ay-aying. I hate this thing. I really do. What do you think, Leon? Oh, did I lose you? Oh, you're muted. Okay. Well, I'll just talk about Sableye for then now. He must have gotten dragged away. So, Sableye's entire deal is he's this distraction. He's this disruptor. Oh, welcome back, Leo.
Yeah, I just had to. Yeah, people were
Yeah.
running. They were facing each other. They were playing around. I just did not want you or stream, especially people who don't know me, to hear all that. So
Yeah, no worries. So, Sableye sucks. I hate this thing. I am fine with leaving it D.
yeah,
Why don't I
and then
get
it comes
custom
to
graphic stuff like logo or banner overlay? I don't have any emotes. And I also don't have the money really to afford all of that stuff. I do have an icon that I use, but I figured it wasn't really important enough to put on a stream. Like, I could just put it in the corner real quick. I can do that. But I didn't think it was necessary. Like, I got this thing. Or you can just, like, sit in the corner. Oh, you are an advertiser. Nah, get the fuck out.
You don't want to do it?
Nah, fuck no.
Okay.
Are you done?
My chat is not for your advertisements.
Are you done? Yeah.
Like, unless you treat me like you've actually watched me and you actually know what you're talking about. No, I'm never gonna buy commissions from you because I have to seek you out.
Anyways, Comfey is the best character in the game, right?
Oh, so Sableye sitting here? That's fair. Fuck this thing.
Yeah, Comfey might actually be the worst character in the game.
I want to bring
Um,
Sableye down here, but he at least stuns people. This thing just sucks.
I mean, Comfey stuns people, but like,
Not instantly. And, like, it's got some hefty cooldowns to it. Plus, like, the way it plays is so cringe. So, whenever everything's good, Comfort doesn't really do that much. Like,
its design is awful
yeah.
because it solely relies on how good all the other all-rounders and tanks are.
Yeah, like,
And
if your team...
speedsters.
Well, like, that applies to a lot of supports, but Comfy specifically is useless unless your team is good.
Yeah, and Darkrai doesn't even need it because like it stays invincible forever.
Yeah, I feel
And
like it's not even
when-
worth running Comfey when you've got shit like Darkrai. Like, you can just win.
And if it ults, it can't even take it to the nightmare world. So
Yeah, what happens, like, with a Comfey? Does it just hop off, or...?
yeah, it hops off instantly. So it's probably gonna die if it's in a team fight.
Yeah, no, Comfey actually gets punished hard by that, then.
Yeah, and that's so you're telling me it can't pair. Its whole point is pairing, and it can't even pair with the best character, arguably the best character in the game. Like,
Yeah. Nah, and then there is Mewtwo X, which I feel like also deserves to stay in D. Like, maybe D+, yeah, I guess D+. The problem is that it's just... anything that Mewtwo X can do, any other character can do better. You want damage? Look at these guys. You want like, CC, this thing, this thing, this thing. You want to have sustain and be a vamp tank. You've got this. You've got... hell, you can just play Trevenant. Where's another one? There's another one around here. What am I thinking of? I mean, you've got Tyranitar, you've got Scissor.
it doesn't tank the damage. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't offer any tanking support at all.
Yeah, it's like honestly, why
The
would
only-
I play
Well,
Mewtwo?
actually, not. That's not entirely true because Comfey can like
Comfey
Comfey is
enhances it a
decent at,
lot. Yeah.
it can take a few hits and then just hop onto something so it doesn't die.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, dude. I sincerely wish it got like. What if it healed slowly while it was on something?
It does.
It does no. It heals something else. Like it doesn't. It itself doesn't heal. While
No,
it's
it
on
does. As it uses floral healing, it does get some heals.
It should do more so that it actually like can survive that, so that you can use it to block stuff and then get on something.
It needs more HP, and I feel like there should be a fall off for repeatedly healing the same character.
Mewtwo X.
Like,
is,
after you heal a character 3 times in a row without swapping off to somebody else, it should start punishing you and healing less by a certain drop-off percentage until, like, it's healing about, like, 30% less than normal.
Okay, we got the lower tier settled out. Now let's go to the A tier.
Yeah, A tier, let's see, these are all the Pokemon that everyone likes to touch and play.
And play badly. Yay.
Like this thing.
Meowscarada stays where it is.
Yeah, it's a consistent A tier. Zoroark is A+, but...
Yeah. I think Dojo is too.
Yeah,
To be
Dojo is
honest.
too. Because both of these are, like, high skill, but you can do a lot with them. And, like, this...
No, they cheat. Like, I don't.
Cheat.
They actually cheat.
I think Dodrio should be a little bit faster, personally. I don't see why this thing gets to outspeed it when it's literally the bird that has run away.
Talon Flame, how do you feel about it? I think it's on the low end, but
I actually think it could stay in A2 because I think Talonflame's better than a lot of people think. Especially with the fact that it often can
it's
either
worse
just
than
run
Meowth.
away. It's worse than
Yeah,
Meowscarada, but
I can just dip, and it can get like I think
remember
when
that
you
this thing and this thing are both in the same tier. And so this gets to completely ignore this. Oh, you used Icicle Spear? Gone. Oh, you used Electro Ball? Gone.
Side Strike. What is that?
What is
What does that
Psy-ay?
mean? What is
Yeah.
Side Strike?
Literally.
Fly is one of the sickest views in this game. On an otherwise an otherwise decent character, it's a busted move, right?
Yeah. And then there
like-
is Armor Rouge.
I don't know how to feel about this thing.
I feel like it's still A+. It might be A, but I feel like just with the shield it gets, and like yeah, shield instead of defense buffs is like, you know, obviously that's a problem. But other than that, it's still really fucking tanky, and it still gets defense and special defense buffs when it gets hit. By
They nerfed
special
the
attack.
armor cannon. They nerfed the hell out of armor cannon though.
Yeah, but it still stuns, and it's like still such good damage. Plus Psy Shot got a buff. So it's like, well, there's where all you damage with, just play the same thing.
I think Pika. I don't know.
Oh, Pika's
Pika
for
also was-
sure A+.
Yeah, better. Glaceon. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like A- is fair.
Yeah.
Glaceon's whole issue is that it's still super squishy, and it's in a dive meta, but it also shreds anything that it touches. Like, I get that it's a defender shredder build, like that's what it's designed to do. It still does a lot though. And then
It's passive.
and then when it just also deletes anything else, regardless of its HP, it's like, now hold on.
Its passive definitely helps ward off those like
Defenders
speedsters.
and stuff, yeah. Yeah, because it
But
just
like
goes
but, like-
briefly invincible.
yeah, but like you see a Darkrai or like a Talonflame,
It's like,
you
oh,
just die.
I hit you with
You
this
do.
sure hit move that does CC to you. You just don't get any damage? Yes.
Oh yeah, that's literally the only reason why you don't lose to Talonflame every time is the passive.
Yep.
If it did, it would literally every single time I'd see it, it would just die.
Yeah.
It's not even fair. Talonflame is weirdly really
Oh, I
good.
just
Every
realized
single time
Josie's back.
anytime Glaceon gets good, if they ever buff Glaceon again, you know what I'm playing.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Dude,
You know
Suko
what I'm
fucking hates Talonflame.
I know why. Dude, if I was him, I'd hate Talonflame too. Okay.
Makes sense, yeah. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna go grab a soda. Do you think Sylveon's an A tier? Or like, what level do you think Sylveon's at?
I think Sylveon stays where it is.
Alright, and you can talk about that. Give me a second.
Okay. Because, like, Sylveon's builds are a bit weird now since the rework, but it still does good damage. It still has good sustain. I don't think it's, like, the greatest thing in the world anymore. I don't think it's the best choice in jungle these days. And it can't stay alive as much because of all the stupid speedsters that are running around. But it still does good. I like it. You just had a Talonflame on your on their team, and they cook. Yeah, that's what they do. Like you have a good Talonflame on your team. It feels like they don't die, and then they could just decide to kill anything whenever they want.
Yeah, Sylveons are very hard to kill. Yeah, I accidentally scared the shit out of myself. I thought I didn't turn off the oven. Which it's a gas oven, which that would be bad. No, it was off. I just left the light on.
Yeah, that's no problem.
It's like, I burned my entire house down. Here's what happened.
I'd keep Greninja where he is as well.
Yeah, no, Greninja's really
I sort
good,
of-
but he doesn't have any stun.
No, I play him a lot. He does have unstoppable in his an unstoppable dash, which is really good.
Yeah, and his
said
ult.
unstoppable dash, he's also really good at baiting people out.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
My
Like
Soda just
I
completely ignored the fact that I used the opener on it.
because it can just go into like if you put it right, it can go into bushes, and if someone attacks it, or like if it sees someone in a bush and it attacks it, I know exactly where people are now, which is really good.
And I cut myself. And it is what it is.
Oh, unfortunate. We can talk about the defenders in A tier now.
Yeah,
Which
so
they're only
I
two.
think so is what do you think?
For us, I think it's above Sylveon,
Okay.
but not for talent one so far.
Yep.
Oh, they're not rating it above talent
I
one, but,
forgot
like,
how Aurora Veil works because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, Aurora Veil is just the ADC build, but better.
it gives you while you're inside the Aurora Veil, it buffs your defenses and gives
Actually,
you
it's not defenses; it's
and-
damage reduction.
oh yeah, it gives you damage reduction.
It's
Sorry,
like it
gives you
gives
damage
you like 45% up to like 65%
and it also gives you boosted autos every time
that
while
heal
you're
you.
inside. That heal you.
Yep.
They heal now. So basically, it just lets you be really tanky and provide damage and stun. Really good into
A lot of
really good into a lot of frontline teams.
yeah, or hell, even a couple dive teams.
Yeah,
All right,
because like if they can't stun you, if they can't kill you, then like
Phil
they're
just
gonna
means
get-
I haven't lost a 1v1 yet. That's fair.
anyways,
Crab.
the crusty boy. Man, I love Pretzel.
I
He's
do.
cool.
Up here.
Rock.
He has
Rock
stun.
too.
He has rock. He has rock.
He has rock. His ult is stupid.
His ult give him more rock.
He doesn't need damage items to do good damage.
I know. I told
that's
X that he
it.
doesn't need the stack on it.
Yeah. I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah,
but,
you
like,
can. He still stacks on it.
Like,
And it was like it
And-
works, but you don't need it.
Stealth Shock is worse, but Stealth Shock is worse than Exeter because it doesn't prevent the stun. But what it does do is passive damage. You just
Also,
do a
people
lot
just
of-
like sit in it.
Oh yeah, do not sit in that thing. You will just
Yeah,
take damage.
people just sit in it and then they die. And it's like, well, why didn't you move?
Also, if you put a curse bangle on that thing,
Yeah, Chris Bangle with that is broken.
it's not easier. Like I've done 2 defenders and I played rock through stealth rock Russell just done that and then the other
We should
defender
go.
just
We
done
should go full rock and put on Rocky Helm.
I have to buy Russell first. Wait,
But what about Trev? You don't have Trev yet? You should
no,
have Trev.
I just got this account, man.
Fine. Maybe it's
I had to spend
Blastoise.
my coins on. I have to spend my coins on LD.
Where do you think Blastoise sits?
Blastoise is confusing because Blastoise does some good stun, but he does some good stun and his ult is still good. No,
Yeah.
he's not as good as before for
uh,
sure. I don't think he goes up. I don't think he goes.
No. Does he go down?
I think he stays where he is. I think he's
Yeah.
fine.
Wigglytuff, I feel like has to stay.
Yeah, Wiggly stays.
And
LD
then-
though. Ooh. Yeah.
I feel like
don't-
A minus, but not by much.
like
Is
barely.
Gleam better? Yeah, you want to use well, that's not. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, use Gleam and Aurora Veil. Don't use Avalanche. Avalanche is clearly designed to be used with Blizzard. I don't know why people run Avalanche and Aurora Veil. It's so
People do it
stupid.
for a really stupid reason. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna put up a wall so that they can't run away," and I'm like, "Dude,
You can just use
Just
Dazzling
stun
Gleam
them.
and stun them.
stun them."
Like they can't run away if they can't move. And it's like, what if they just dash?
Also, if you have a red buff,
Yeah,
it's not fair.
yeah, it's not fair, dude. I remember, like, I played Leaf Tornado with you while you were just running that build. It was so stupid.
Oh yeah, they can't run away from me because now I have movement speed too.
Anyways, Blissey. Sam?
No, it's high. It goes up in my opinion.
Up. Okay.
It's actually been really good. It's been
That's
playing
true.
really
Helping
well.
Hand getting a buff is awesome.
Not even just that, like it provides even with egg build, it still provides CC and while still giving a bunch of healing, and its ult is not fair.
Its ult is so broken. I feel like playing Rescue Hit on it is valid now too.
Oh yeah, it's valid. Even though I would still probably stack on it because it's actually good at stacking.
It is good at stacking, yeah. Now,
Um,
a lot of you might have noticed that Machamp is in A tier. And you might be thinking, why? Well,
it's on the low.
it's because of this guy.
This piece of shit.
Yeah, this piece of shit.
Yeah, it just dodges a lot.
Yeah. Well,
again,
what Machamp
it's
excels
playing well
at
through it.
is being unstoppable. It's very good at
is.
avoiding CC. And I feel like that's
actually-
invaluable right now against a very CC heavy meta. And so, depending on how you play it, you can just wipe entire teams because they're super squishy. They
Yeah.
can't stun you, so you can get in. And then
Either
there's
white team, and
there's
then
a
there's submission.
yeah, and then there's the occasional time that you use submission and you actually succeed with it. Like if it's a very frontline heavy team and you just need to put somebody out of commission for a second, you do that, your team destroys them, and then you just kind of run around, you get in, you get out. Submission is like the in and out build, while Dynamic Punch is the I'm gonna sit here and brawl your entire team.
Yeah, it's like the difference between Zero Volt Switch and
Discharge.
Spark.
Or Spark,
The
yeah.
Volt Switch and Spark
Yeah.
is like Volt Switch. They're like, yeah, I'm just gonna lead. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
plus
auto
Dynamic
attack you.
Punch just gives you such a huge boost in damage on your next basic. It's so good. Like you use
Early game's
Dynamic
solid,
Punch and then you
really
use your
good, like-
boosted. It's so strong.
It's early game pretty solid too. Really good
Yeah,
autos. Really good.
I've been
speed.
getting consistent level 5s before hitting birds.
It's good. It's
What
good.
is
I think
CC?
it's on the
Okay, so CC is the it's the
crowd control.
yeah, I
They
forget.
call it stands for crowd control. So what they mean CC, they usually mean some sort of stun.
Stun or like
sleep.
movement zoning. So like Garchomp has very good CC. Dragon Rush forces people to a particular direction, and if you use Dragon Claw with it, it also gives them a slight stun. Buzzwole is also good at crowd control because it has superpower and leech life. Trevenant is like the CC king. Woodhammer, you've got Hornleech that you can get resets with if you're using Curse. And you can just move the entire teams around and stun them for a long while. Like being able to
don't let
move
people,
moving your opponent is such a powerful play to be able to use, which is why it's super annoying that it's on everything in this game, because it's a big problem. It's like not every attacker and all-arounder should be able to do that. A lot of the times they're just there to be tanky and also do damage. But then they do more than that, and it's like, well, now you're taking away the spotlight from the role that's supposed to be designed around that. That's why I like games like League, where the roles are more defined, and you specifically play tank so that you have CC, not because you need more of it. I don't know. Because, like, then you've got Darkrai, who's, like, super broken because everything gets stunned by it, and it has, like, the most crowd control I have ever seen in a game. Like, everything falls asleep, everything takes high damage, it's invincible for several seconds. It's like, who thought that was okay? Anyways, yeah, that's why Machamp is here, because he kind of gets to ignore all of that, and he's really good. Yeah, Aurora Veil is very amazing, which is why A9 is high B.
Now imagine Aurora Veil on something that's already tanky.
Imagine
that be fair?
Aurora Veil on Darkrai.
Give Aurora Veil to
Trevenant.
give Aurora Veil to Gudra. That'll give you a good buff.
Trevenant needs Aurora Veil, trust.
Yeah, free boosted
Reboosted.
Aurora Veil Wish Umbreon.
Shut up. Anyway,
Okay. No, I feel like Aurora Veil would be cool if it was like on something like Melodic, and because I'm sure Melodic would be a supporter.
Metagross.
Hey, Rose. This thing I feel like gets to stay as A.
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah.
It's
It
tanky.
gets shield. It's tanky. It gets some stun. Yeah.
Does really good damage and is pretty tanky.
Yeah. And Metagross.
Magnet Rise gets some movement. Doesn't get stunned as much as everyone else, even though it still gets stunned a
Yeah.
lot because.
Oh, Metagross is just such a boring Pokemon for me.
I know.
It's the fact of you press one button and you spin, and it's like that's it. That's the entire play style.
I mean, every single Metagross I've seen played Meteor Mash, and I'm like, dude,
Don't
if
play
only
Meteor
they
Mash.
knew.
I wish Meteor Mash was better. I wish it was a better damage build, but it's just not because you get way more damage procs off of Gyro Ball because you're also getting shield, so you last longer. Like Meteor Mash still gives you a shield, but it's a smaller shield. I feel like Meteor Mash just did way more damage and it was just like a squishy, like just destroyer. I honestly wish Gyro Ball just gave a lot more shield but did way less attack, and it was the better tank build, while Meteor Mash was the better offensive build. If that was how it was, it would be so much better. But it's just not.
Gyarados, I guess. How do you feel about Gyarados?
Gyarados is high A.
Yeah.
Like
Gyarados has never been bad since release. It's just everyone knows what it does. At first it's Magikarp, and then it's not, and then it's broken.
Yeah, first it's Magikarp, and then it destroys your team.
Exactly. And I don't personally like playing Waterfall because bounce
Is better.
cheats.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. That's all I
I wish Aqua Tail was better, dude. Aqua Tail was like, it was the coolest idea I had seen for a move, and then it wasn't good because you got CC'd out of it, and it's like, well, fuck. Oh, I wish Aqua Tail was better. They need to give it a buff and then tone it down.
The arena is doing pretty good for itself, actually.
Yeah, high shield. It gets brief unstoppable.
This is what Scizor should feel like.
Yeah, literally these two on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the 1v1 goes crazy.
The 1v1 does go crazy. Last I played it, though, Serena does win.
Oh yeah, Serena does win the 1v1, but Scizor can win the 1v1 as well if it dodges the stuns.
Yep, does sound like the mainline Gyarados games. Don't worry, I see you.
Dark Bear is silly. Dark Bear is silly.
Good yeah, okay. Does it
Then we
deserve
have
to move up? Or?
Actually, I might move it up. Maybe, actually. Because, like, it's actually pretty
Fuck
good.
you, Shifu. Just he hates it.
You didn't have to say it twice.
I hate that motherfucker. Yeah, fair enough. Do we give it hate respect and move it up? I feel like we do.
Yeah. You know, she watched Cocaine Bear and was just never the same after that.
It was never the same. Dude, I'm gonna tell my kids this was Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah, I call it Cocaine Bear sometimes.
Okay, and then Zacian. Zacian's definitely up here.
The people who are playing are definitely on cocaine.
Zacian goes up here.
Yeah, like you can argue he's even F, I think.
I don't think he's S, but he's very close. I think with the Sacred Sword nerf, it finally brought him back down. Now, Mimikyu. This thing. The invincibility goes fucking crazy.
One of the stupidest. Why is the best sniper an all-rounder?
Dude, it's so dumb. The amount of, like... I would put Earthshaker in S just because of how good it is at being annoying. Well, the problem is, if you're looking at annoying, we have this entire selection of characters here. And they're a lot better at being annoying. promise
You want to talk annoying? Have you fought a Psyduck recently?
Yeah, have you
Have you got a good Psyduck
have you
recently?
1v1 to Trevenant?
Have you said, hey, I want to fight 1v1 the Umbreon?
Has
Have you said
Darkrai visited your nightmares recently?
yes?
Dude, I hate Darkrai right now. It's just so annoying
Okay,
to fight.
we'll get to it later. We'll get to it later.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
actually,
Well, we're
yeah,
all,
actually, wait, are we done? We are done.
we are done. Yeah, Mimikyu just deletes.
You know what? Yeah,
whatever.
let's talk about Darkrai.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Darkrai. I think it's obvious. This thing is an
Yeah.
S tier. It stuns so much, and it's not even with the fun build like Shadow Claw, because Shadow Claw is just bad because it requires 2 hits instead of 1.
Even the fun bill. Well, no, and then there's also Nasty Plot, which just gives it like so much dash.
See,
Like,
Dark.
so much.
If you're gonna
You
use
can't catch
Dark
it.
Void,
It's
Dark
so-
Void should not.
Carlos is so it's cheating. It's not fair. I don't like it. Get it out of this game.
Dark
Anyways,
Void should
whatever.
not. Either it shouldn't be able to target multiple people, or it should take more than 2 hit or more
Leafeon.
than 1
I feel
hit.
about Leafeon. I feel about Leafeon.
Leafeon is like S minus.
Yeah.
It's so good, but it's not.
Miraidon. I wonder where Miraidon goes.
Miraidon sits right here, I believe,
Yeah.
because
Really good in the Darkrai, though.
Hadron Engine actually protects it, but then you also got the
Really,
issue of Darkrai can still hit this thing for a lot of damage,
Yeah. Also,
and then if it gets united, it's like
it real Miraidon's just really good right now in general, though.
yeah, Mewtwo Y.
Yeah, put it down.
Yeah, I feel like it is S, but it has to be S minus just because one, it plays really stupid, and also it's only single target, except for its Unite move. But Mewtwo Y has always and will always be
Single target until it megas,
stupid.
by the way.
Yeah, it's single target until it megas. My bad. But like, I played this thing the other day. I don't touch it really because it's boring to play. Occasionally I'll pick it up if I really just have no idea what to play and we just need a really good CC attacker that's like good at everything. You play Mewtwo Y. But other than that, nobody picks it up. It got buffed. It recently got buffed and it's really good. But nobody's
And no one plays
playing
'cause
it
it's boring.
because it's boring.
Boring. Anyways, Umbreon. I wonder where Umbreon goes.
I feel like Umbreon stays maybe S minus S, but I feel like
No,
it stays.
Rev.
Can we keep it in the same tier? It's either here or here, but like I've had
Yeah.
a lot of success with Trev right now.
Yeah, I also play Trev a lot. It's just that I can't right now because I don't have it.
Yeah. I think Psyduck is S minus. And the reason why is because if you encounter a Darkrai and automatically no, you can kill some of them. They're not entirely unbeatable. It is ridiculous, but if you're a character with good CC like Trevenant, you can fight those fuckers.
It is really annoying how hard it is to kill a Psyduck.
It is, but also it really only benefits from its headache gauge if you're attacking the people around it. If you're just attacking it alone, it's actually kind of easy to take down.
Yeah, I think it's not hard. Like, if it doesn't have Surf Up, and
yeah, like either one, it's Bubble Beam, or two, it's alone.
Oh no, if it's Bubble Beam, I don't really care that much.
Yeah,
like
it.
Although Bubble Beam,
I did have a game where we won because Psyduck used Bubble Beam and secured, and we did not deserve to win that match.
Okay, Blaziken.
Blaziken, I feel like it's the stay. I don't know. Maybe it's S plus. I don't think so. I think
it is not S plus.
No,
there's one thing that is S plus, and it is Darkrai.
Yeah, but I feel like it gets to stay up here. Why is Psyduck so good? So here's the thing with Psyduck is that it's a support mon, which means that it gets a lot of CC and it gets a lot of stun. But it's also really heavy damage. And along with that, it has a headache gauge. Which means that when it reaches the max, it's briefly invincible.
And then it gets all its cooldowns back as well.
And it gets all his
So-
cooldowns back. Now, granted, when it comes off of its
And
headache
its moves
gauge,
are better.
yeah, the moves get better during the headache gauge too. It gets stronger, but like while its headache gauge is off,
Is
it
recharged.
does make him unable to really do anything. What do you mean the fuck of the death? It's a cool design. Everyone likes Psyduck right now because he's just a support, but two, it's Psyduck. Like it's Psy-ay-aying. Like you can't get over that. But it is broken, but it's the kind of broken that you can appreciate rather than the kind of broken that is whatever the fuck Darkrai's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have this than this. Like, I'm fine with Psyduck being the king of the meta. Because I can actually
Okay,
take care of
yeah.
a Psyduck. Sure, it's annoying, but I can take care of it.
Any last minute arguments for any characters going up or down?
Yeah, this one goes down here.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
No, Darkrai did get nerfed. It's still
Isn't
broken.
it crazy? Isn't it crazy how Darkrai's just mega Ceruledge?
Don't you say that to me
That-
again.
It goes invincible for longer, and it actually stunts.
Let's do Ceruledge, but different.
But it's what, dude. I'm sorry. Also, it has a build that lets it dash a bunch, like Flame Charge.
So, I think this is fair, though. I think this is fair.
Yeah.
Like, any last... Can you make a Smash? Yes, you can make a Smash reference. I promise I won't ban you for saying it. I might be upset, though.
Yeah. Speak or forever hold your peace.
You didn't save it. Damn it. Darkrai is the fucking Brawl Meta Knight of Unite. I'd say it's closer to Steve.
Darkrai is the Brawl Meta Knight of Unite. Okay, here's my problem with that. Brawl Meta Knight had literally everything, right? Darkrai has a lot of stupid stuff, but he doesn't have everything. You know who used to have everything? Release Zacian.
Yeah.
That's Brawl Meta Knight. Screw that thing.
Yeah, and then Darkrai is like Steve.
If you were there for Zacian on release, it was literally the best character of all time
Oh, it was.
in this game so far.
Yeah.
It was not fair. Everyone played it, and you put a Comfey on it, and you couldn't kill it. You
Smash
couldn't
for
catch it.
Bayo.
Murdered.
Okay.
Okay, Smash 4 Bayo is probably a better comparison because Smash 4 Bayo hits you and you
You
and
don't
die.
get to play the game, yeah.
You die.
Uh,
Ultimate Bayo has started to do that more often now, where they just kind of hit people and they just die now, which is scaring me because I'm actually getting flashbacks when I see that.
well, like they're figuring it out.
But it's harder. It's harder to do, but you can still do
Yeah.
it.
I'll go ahead and post this onto the channel, by the way. The tier list, so.
I hear an ice cream truck outside.
Ooh, ice cream. Comfey
Jersey, you want-
Smash 4 Puff. Oh my god, Puff was atrocious in Smash 4.
Comfey Smash for
Wait, shit, I created the post. Fuck! No, I didn't mean to do
Dude.
that.
The Smash 4 Puff was the saddest thing I've ever seen. It's not the worst character ever, because that's probably Brawl Ganon.
Fuck,
But,
I
like-
accidentally submitted the... fun.
Have you seen Brawl Ganon?
Brawl Ganon didn't get to play the game. It was like the worst.
Brawl
character.
Ganon isn't the game.
He does not exist as far as anyone else is concerned.
Well, he actually got popular play because he was fun to play as.
He
just a
was
super
fun to
dumb
play
character.
as, but he also didn't get to move.
He down aired and up smashed, and that was kind of end slide beat, and that was kind of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
Josie,
god! Look at this beautiful
Josie.
tier list. What do you think, Leon?
I actually like it, although I know there are people who disagree with some of the things, but for the most part, I think it's
dare
like
you to post this tier list in the Reddit cord.
Reddit. Oh,
Say it's a
Me?
Unite tier. Yeah, I'm not in there. Why would I be in there?
okay, maybe. Just send the image to me, I guess.
Uh,
Josie, don't be mad at me. I play Cloud and Gunner.
oh shit!
I want to see the reaction. It's gonna be so funny.
Yeah, I don't know how far behind. I'm not mad. You should be. He's a gunner, man.
Leave me alone.
No, that made me stop playing gunner because I saw how absolutely cringe it was to play that thing.
Yeah. You learned the truth.
I
You're
learned
welcome.
the truth and I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I learned the truth, and I was excited. The duality of man. I hate playing. I play Sonic and Game & Watch. Oh, this guy hates you.
Well,
This guy hates
you deserve to lose then.
Oh.
I mean,
That's actually funny.
they're playing
And I put
Sonic
Sonic Pathing on
and
purpose. One of my oh no, what do you mean by that? Like you're choosing to not spin dash or whatever? My
they're
actual main is
actually
Bowser.
fighting people.
Used to main Bowser. I dropped him after a bit.
Bowser is such a fun character, dude. I play Bowser and I feel free.
Yeah, I kind of do too, but then I know I'm not.
Yeah, because then you play Cloud and that's your like 9 to 5.
No, Cloud is not my 9 to 5. I play Cloud because I like playing Cloud. My 9 to 5 is Pithra, okay?
Good
That's
thing I
my
don't have
number
webcam. Because my finger is making a position that he would not like very much.
Are you giving me the finger?
Perhaps.
I just don't want to spend Syndos to trade aerial combos more. I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like...
Also, Nine
Literally-
Souls is out on Switch. All of you go fucking buy the game. I will not stand for anything
literally,
less.
in my opinion,
Sure,
just
it's
play
worse
the
on
game.
Switch, but like it's on consoles everywhere and it's on PC. And they also
Just
added a
play how
memory
you-
mode.
Like, I don't care about how other people are playing or how other people are complaining about you. Just like play well. And if you think you have to do that to play well, then do it.
I mean, Sonic does
Just
have very
play
good
well.
aerials.
And make sure you're having. Just play well and make sure that you're proud of yourself and that you're having fun.
Oh, I should start doing more amiibo training. How much does it cost? Currently, it's on sale and it's $26.99 on Switch. It's a $30 game though. It's well worth your $30. There's a lot in it. I would say watch a couple of my previous streams, but I was having issues on those, and I don't know how much it actually showed the footage. Because there's a good chance it just was super laggy. Can't afford that? That's not an acceptable answer. I'm sorry. Well, do we want to play Unite, or do we want to do a Mario and Luigi tier list? I don't know if you've played the Mario and Luigi games. Have you?
I have not played any of them. No.
You haven't played any of them. That's sad.
No. I just didn't really like my.
Did you like Final Fantasy?
No, here's my thing. Okay, I had played a few. I played a few consoles when I was young. Right, I had a DS. I had a Wii. My first console, I'm pretty sure, was either an Xbox or PlayStation. It was like a PS2, and I used to have an Xbox 360. Didn't have many games on either of those.
Huh. Yeah, so did you all play Final Fantasy, or? Shit, did he mute again? Yes, okay. I don't know. I don't want to rank them based on vibes because, like, I feel like it would be the same thing as me rating it the way I normally do. So I'd rather just rate it based on how well, like, how well the boss was created and how fun it was. Because, like, some of the bosses are, like, really fun and really interesting, and then some of them are absolutely atrocious. And also, I'm very excited to share my opinion about Brothership bosses. They are some of the worst in the series, by far. I'm sorry, but somebody rated Reclusa as an S tier boss, and I can't agree with that. This will forever be the Brothership hate channel.
Nah, you gotta 1v1 that brothership lover that you found.
Dude, that guy was blocking people for not liking Brothership, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, you're blocking people over not agreeing with you? Over Brothership? Wait a minute.
Yes, you put the leg up in there. Leave him there. Don't start making a mess now. It's time to get all the toys.
Let me know if you need to take a second, Leon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat them.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Blocking the ads.
Oh, I saw something black. I saw something black in my
Hold on. I'm gonna deafen real quick. Where is my deafen? There it is. Okay, so okay, that's funny. Somebody said that their Switch can run hero mode. Or no, is it Switch? No, official Nintendo GameCube. Fuck. I can't talk today. Alright, so it's either Unite or another tier list. Alright. Okay, I'm back, Leon.
Yeah, no problem.
So, do you want to do the boss tier list, or do you want to just play Unite?
I mean, I don't know what the bosses are, so I don't know how I'm supposed to do the boss.
Oh, that's true. I guess that should be my own separate thing.
I don't play the game.
Like, I played a few games up until I got a Switch, and then that's when it was
Which
like.
ones did you play?
That was my first. That was my first console that was like specifically mine. Well, other than the DS, I had a DS. I had a DS.
Which ones did you play on the DS?
I don't remember. There weren't a lot of games. There wasn't a lot of good games.
Yeah. I feel like if you had a DS, it was like almost always that you played Bowser's Inside Story.
It was the 3DS, so like I didn't have a lot of games. We had because our parents watched over what we bought.
Oh, for sure.
A lot.
Dude, my parents bought me Bowser's Inside Story. Best gift ever.
We had a PlayStation. We had a PS2. And Xbox 360.
I remember when I first got the game, and the save file was on Pumpworks, and I had no idea how to swim. And I think the first 2 times I played that game, first I didn't know how to swim, so I couldn't progress. So then I reset. I erased the file, started over. Then I went all the way through from the beginning of the game, back to Pumpworks. Didn't figure it out again. I did it a 3rd time, and then finally read that, hey, I had to press both A and B at the same time. I think I was, like, super young around the time I had DS, so I had no idea what I was doing. But, like, that game, I played the hell out of. Like, I have fond memories of doing the challenge node and the boss gauntlet, like, all that shit late at night and like hiding from my parents underneath my bed covers. It was that and Pokemon Pearl. Those two were my childhood. Just like staying up late at night trying to make sure I didn't get caught. Dude, having a DS was so much fun.
Yeah, and then we got by far our most played console was the Wii, though. Before I got it, by far my most.
Wii
By
was
far my
so amazing.
most.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort. We had Mario Kart Wii.
I would
We
be
had
so happy to just do chill live streams of
Mario Party
Trauma Center.
9.
Mario Party 9 was fun. I feel like Mario Party 8 was the one that everyone hated.
Yeah, Mario Party 9's underrated. We had what else? So we had New Super Mario Bros. Wii as well.
Bro, that game is so good. Like,
Wow.
Deluxe exists, but I personally prefer the Wii one more.
It feels so weird knowing I was born at about the same time that Brawl was released.
Dude. I remember that, like, when I first... Everyone hates 10. I don't feel like everyone hates 10. I feel like it just didn't have enough extra content.
Super Mario Party was good though. Like the Mario Parties on the Switch have been actually pretty.
See, everyone doesn't like 8 because it was the stupid car system, so everyone moved at the same time.
Oh no, Mario Party 9 also had the car system, but it was still fun. It was still somehow fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, like, yeah, if you hadn't played Mario Party before, it was a lot of fun. And anyone who was like a 8 didn't have the car. Oh, was it 9? I thought it was 8. Oh, it might have been 9 because I thought it was 8 that had it because I remembered having it, but I guess it was 9 then, because everyone didn't like the car, and 10 didn't have the car. 10 is on Switch.
10 did not have the car. I don't know.
Yeah, no, 10 is the one where you have like the buddies.
Actually,
And, like you could duo.
Actually, did it have the car?
No, it
the
didn't.
car is a weird concept. How do you feel about the car?
I don't think 10 had the car at all. I remember the maps.
No, but do you like the car?
I thought it was fun at the time. I didn't have any complaints. Again, I didn't really play Mario Party for the strategy stuff. So, let me go grab my Switch, and then I guess we'll get set up. I don't have the Bowser and the car.
Sent it into the. I just sent it into the server, into the Reddit server. We're gonna see people's reactions. I did not tell them that you specifically worked on it. I just said be a friend.
Yeah. I mean, let them think whatever they want. Because the moment they'll hear my name, I'm also the same guy that made my first tier list and also put Gudra in the S tier.
Oh, what a dumb little Suyo you were.
I'm not little.
Hmm?
I am not little.
You were.
I was not. I was naive.
You thought Guja was broken.
I mean, to be fair, back then, once it united, you couldn't kill it.
Yeah.
I miss those days. I miss when I could just unite and not die. Because it meant I could play the game. And now I can't.
Unite and not die, that's crazy.
Like, you can still win with Gudra, but it's really difficult, and it's not even worth your time, really.
Hold on, I'm doing this stupid thing right now. Hold on.